Hey everybody, thank you so much for coming back to episode 12 of
Check the Vibe.
Check the Vibe. So for today's Check the Vibe question from Kuma, he asked me this.
Dad, everyone's breathing all the time and you always remind me to breathe. Why is breathing so important?
Breathing is so important because this is like quite literally and actually a huge part of our life force. So the first thing we do when we enter this world, when we enter this 3D reality in our little characters' little bodies, the very first thing we do is take a deep breath in. We breathe. That's the very first thing we do. The very last thing we do before we leave this world, before we leave this reality and our characters' little bodies, the very last thing we'll do is breathe. When you're breathing, you are connected to Source. You're connected to the Spirit. You're connected to the Most High. You're connected and you're in that present moment when you had taken conscious breaths, or the way that you say when you're breathing. So do me a favor. Let's do like a little experiment kind of testing real fast. Listen to me breathe real fast and tell me if it sounds like something to you, okay?
Okay. Yahuwah.
Yahuwah, Yahuwah. With every breath that we take, we are saying the name of the Most High. We're saying the name of our Creator, the Most High, Yahuwah Mashiach, right?
Yes.
Right. So breathing is very important because it keeps us connected to that spirit part of us. And it also helps with regulating our emotions. It helps us with navigating our experience. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah. This is why breathing is so important.
Yeah.
Do you have any follow-up questions about this?
What happens if you forget to take a deep breath?
Ooh, okay. So what happens if you forget to breathe deep? That's fine because everybody does this. We're human. Sometimes we get in a hurry, or sometimes things come up that we're not expecting, or we're trying to get stuff done, and we will take like shallow breaths. Shallow breaths meaning not very deep breaths, like quicker breaths. And this is not helping us at all. In fact, what that is doing is it's putting us more into a state of fight or flight. It's putting us in the state of like emergency, and we don't need to be in a state of emergency. And we just need to take one big deep breath, and that will help with resetting, and then you'll remember, okay, breathe consciously, breathe consciously. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Anything else?
If you're nervous or scared, can breathing help?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like what we just said right now. So bringing yourself into the present moment with your breath. Like if you're nervous about something, if you're scared about something, this is probably going to cause you to do those shallow breaths. You start breathing into your chest instead of breathing into your belly. So down here is where your diaphragm is, and when you fill this up with oxygen, this is helping you regulate your body. Sometimes we like to do our square breathing, right?
Yeah.
We do a count of 4 for a deep breath in, we hold it for 4, we let it go for a count of 4, and then we hold it for another 4, and then we keep doing that, right?
Yeah.
And this is a great way of doing breath work, of doing breathing exercises, and showing us the importance of breathing. Right, buddy?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Anything else? Are you good?
I'm good.
Nice. All right. Well, thank you so much for coming out and
Check the Vibe!
you on point, son.
All the time, Pop. You on point, Pop?
All the time, son.